Well, Desewa is my name, and Endroit is a French word for place. So basically, Deshawa's place, Deshawa's empire. It's a French word. Okay. My brand is a female fashion brand. We deal with both ready to wear and bespoke, basically contemporary designs, right? And then we run a fashion academy as well. Well, what inspired me? So to be honest, I actually didn't start out to do it commercially. I learned to use it for personal use. But then I started making clothes for myself. People see my designs on me and then they tell me they love my designs and they want me to make for them. I mean, in fact, for starters, for the few people I made for initially, I didn't collect money just because I didn't want to be seen as a tailor. I just made it for them for free. But it didn't take long for me to realize that I'll be making a whole lot of money from collecting money for the clothes I make for people. So I started collecting a token. And then let's just say it just built to what it is today. And then what has it been so far? It's been a roller coaster, I must confess. For somebody that didn't really start out to do it proper as a business, I learned a lot from the business, a lot of mistakes, a lot of things I didn't plan for, a lot of unforeseen, drama and a whole lot. So it's been a roller coaster. But then we're here. We have the good, we have the bad. Well, philosophy. I haven't really thought deeply about that, but if I'm just to say one, it's not just business. I think it guides me in every area of my life. I say what doing at all is what doing well. And like I said earlier, I didn't start out this thing to do it commercially. But what brought me this far is the fact that anything I do at all, even when I was doing it as a hobby, I was putting in my best. I like to put in my best. Even when I'm doing it as a business, I'm doing something serious or it's a hobby, I like to put in my best. So I would say my philosophy is if it's worth doing at all, then it's worth doing well. So I learned in 2014, I learned for just 4 months. And then with what the brand has gotten to today, obviously you can tell that it's not what I learned 4 months ago that I used to build the brand to this level. So constant learning. I tell people that Worse than physical laziness is mental laziness. Whatever makes you get to that point where you're mentally lazy, then I don't see how you can go far, right? So for me, I constantly upgrade. The internet is there. Not necessarily you go for physical classes, right? And then one thing is I learn beyond fashion. So if I tell you I'm going for a course, so I'm going for a conference, so I'm reading a book, trust me, it's not all the time it has to do with fashion. I learn about finance, time management, a whole lot. I like to learn a lot. Well, for someone that works with a whole lot of fabrics, will I say I have a preference? Nah, I don't think so. But I do know that there are some fabrics I do not like to work with. Yeah, maybe like chiffon, soft fabrics without any form of firmness or old. I don't like to work with. I mean, they stress me a lot. Aside that, I like being versatile. So any fabric is fine by me, aside for chiffon and legs. So if it's about what makes me stand out, what makes me different, okay, like you said, there are quite a whole lot of fashion designers out there. But one thing I know for me is I pay attention to details a lot. And I know that clients with very high tastes, they can tell the difference between a fashion designer that pays attention to details and has great finishing, neatness, and and others. So for me, that's one thing. And another thing for me is I have quite a number of clients that are not in the country. Many of my clients don't even bother coming for fitting, even those in the country. I'm known for one thing. You don't, provided I take even if I didn't take your measurements myself, but if I did take your measurements myself, best believe you don't even have to come for fitting. I send it anywhere in the world and then it fits perfectly well. That peace of mind is something a lot of clients love about my brand. Uh, the biggest challenge. This particular one, I believe I'm going to be speaking on behalf of a whole lot of fashion designers, is the issue of staffing, especially stylists to work in the production room. It is a whole lot of struggle. I don't know. A lot of them are not professional enough and they are not reliable. I mean, it's the inconsistency. Today you think you have a reliable person, the next moment they are misbehaving, they leave. In fact, they disappear sometimes. You come to work and then thinking you have a stylist, you call them, their number is not going through anymore. That's like my biggest challenge, I would say. Supporter. Well, to be candid, my friends and my family, they are very, 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 very supportive. And also, I would say that I have very supportive clients. See, the kind of love and support my clients give to me, I mean, they pay me for my services. I don't think they hold me that level of love and support. So, yes, I'll say my family, my friends, and my clients. Maybe not one in particular. Maybe not one in particular. I get messages a lot from fashion designers that I consider to be, big. And then when people I consider to be big and then they are very good, they still send me messages to say, oh, they look up to you. And then they go uh, as far as saying, I remember when you started in like one room, meaning people watch your growth here. When I receive messages like that, it makes me want to just do better, not just for myself, but for the people that look up to me. Okay, so my goals are quite wide and, you know, quite wide. I don't know how to streamline it, but yeah, as much as the bespoke part of the business is like the face of the business right now, one thing I love to do is I actually love to teach a lot. However, yes, I run a fashion academy, but I would say it's not where I want it to be. The plan is quite bigger than that. So I would say I have a goal to actually have one of the best fashion schools in Nigeria. Yeah, I mean, I have quite a number of fashion brands and people in the fashion industry and even outside that I look up to. I would say Vicky James. Vicky James is one big brand I look up to. I look up to her one because I mean I would say she's quite young and she's doing beautifully well. So she gives this hope of it's not by age, really. You can achieve a whole lot regardless of your age. She's very, very creative. I love her business sense and also I like the fact that she balances it with her Christian life. Yeah. Okay, obviously your design would influence budgets. But then I'm not going to say my brand is a luxury brand or my brand is not exclusively luxury brand like some brands are already. Obviously, you know that if you're not super boxed up, you cannot patronize some brands. But then again, I've been how many years in the business already? I've gone past a certain level. So my brand is actually not for everybody. However, I'm still affordable. But remember, affordable is relative. I'm not extremely expensive, but there's a way I try to come down to work with my client's budget. But if I have to come down to say I want to work with your budget, and then it means that I will not be able to deliver value, then I'm not going to go below that. So let's just say there's a line I'm not going to cross just because I want to work with a client's budget. Okay. Um, I would say just keep going, really. It's okay to okay, so sometimes I like to say words like it gets better, but I don't know. I sometimes feel like it's like you not coming out straight or lying to people. The higher you go, the tougher it gets actually. I think what happens is you get stronger, right? So for every obstacle you think you're facing right now is only going to make you stronger and is building you for the bigger future you're looking forward to. So yeah, I would say keep going, don't give up. It's okay to rest, but please don't give up. Okay, so majorly I would say on Instagram. So for the bespoke, that would be Desewa underscore Endroit. That's for the bespoke. Like I said, we have ready to wear. Then that's Desewa Endroit ready to wear. Then we have the Fashion Academy, Desewa Endroit Fashion Academy. And also, I'm sure I didn't mention that there's a part of the brand that sells jewelries for our clients. So there's Desewa Endroit Gems. That is for jewelry parts. So those four handles on Instagram. Okay, yeah. Okay, so thank you so much for putting this together. Thanks for the push because I mean I usually I'm camera shy, but then thank you for putting this together. I really appreciate it. Thank you.